Hockenheim provided a stunning setting to welcome back Formula One, and locals cheered on for some more German sporting success. Lewis Hamilton hadn't quite got to grips with the circuit, but still looked relaxed at the venue where he tasted success in 2008. Fernando Alonso has won the last 2 races at Hockenheim, and despite locking up at the same spot that hindered Rosberg, managed the 3rd fastest time. In scorching track conditions, the heat was on the drivers as the red Supersoft tyres came out and qualifying simulations began. But would Mercedes continue to set the pace?
Rosberg having a second bite of the cherry, having made a mistake on his first quali simulation, is also going quickly. Who's going to come out on top?
They remained on top of the leaderboard at the end of the session. Hamilton reversed the result of first practice by just edging out Rosberg. Jenson Button was 7th, Sebastian Vettel 8th, while Fernando Alonso couldn't repeat his 3rd place earlier in the day.
What's going on, guys? Aarava here today, bringing my F1 2014 Ultra Modded Career Mode series. We're here with episode 29, round 10 at the German Grand Prix. We're pretty much at the halfway stage of this season. It's going good so far, but here we are at Hockenheim, and as you can see, there's a chance of rain. We're 22nd place as ever. It's going to be a very interesting race. The livery there, not too different, but we've got some different stuff going on here for Germany. A lot of Red Bull sponsorship, extra sponsorship there on the car. Going through this setup here now, and after that brilliant British Grand Prix race, I won't spoil the result, but it was a brilliant race. You guys absolutely love that, so if you haven't seen it already, do go check it out. But we're here at Hockenheim, a favourite track of mine. I really do like driving here. It's got a really nice flow, and here we are going to start on the prime tyres. I'm going to go option to the end, but obviously chance of rain as well, so that's going to throw things into the mix. But we're here at Hockenheim for basically the halfway of the season, as I said, so hopefully we can continue our good string of results and keep the lead in the championship. But obviously the 2 Mercs at the front are going to be a big threat. But here we go to Hockenheim, to the grid, halfway through the season. This is going to be an important race to keep the momentum going. Here we go to the grid of Hockenheim.
Dear God, save my soul, 'cause it is flawed. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. Upside down. Upside down.
So here we are at the grid of Hockenheim, 22nd place as ever for the German Grand Prix, round 10 of this series, revving up to 5 red lights, and we are off, and we're going to get a bit of wheel spin here. Not the best start ever, but we're going to go through that at turn 1, hopefully gain some positions. Here we go on the right hand side of Ericsson, now just trying to feed our way through the middle of, looks like, Kobayashi there and Chilton, and now on the right hand side Gutierrez, now towards another right turn, very sharp right turn, 2nd gear corner. Let's see what we can do down the inside of Maldonado as he's going very slowly. Looks like someone's lost a bit of their end plate there, as you can see on the ground. Here we go, Kvyat right in front of us, and we've got a car on the inside. I think that's Maldonado, just about squeezed him out there. And here we go now, try and get the slipstream on Kvyat, get the clean air. Here we go, looks like he's going to do the same on the Sauber ahead of him of Gutierrez. Here we go in the slipstream of Kvyat. Hopefully we can get both cars in one go. Here we go down the inside of him, maybe down the inside of Verne as well, and maybe even Massa. So this could be up to 13th place at the moment. Here we go, 14th. No, Massa stays ahead of me, so he's got some great traction off that corner. So unfortunately only 3 cars in one corner, not 4, but we've actually overtaken Massa there. He got squeezed out randomly on the apex. It's almost like he backed out, kind of maybe a little bit weird glitch from the AI there. He kind of just completely backed out the corner on the apex. But here we go now in 13th place, trying to get 12th place. Down the inside of Perez, oh so close into the stadium section, but we've got 12th place. Really nice move there. on Perez to get 12th place into the stadium section. I'm sure the crowd will be screaming at that move there down the inside. So here we go on the next lap now. Magnussen on the back of Grosjean, I think that is. There was an end plate on the ground as well, loose, so someone else has lost a bit of their end plate. But here we go, trying to get in the slipstream. Magnussen, bit of a long draft here. Let's try and maybe make a move in the next few corners. Oh god, no, Grosjean going very slowly, and it looks like me and Magnussen both overtake him in one swooping corner. So Grosjean for some reason getting very, very crossed up going to that corner on the inside. But here we go, closing in on Magnussen here, right-hander into the stadium. Here we go, going a bit wide. Don't know, we've lost the car, we've hit the Pirelli sign, got on the track. Oh my Jesus Christ, there's been a huge crash there with Massa. We've hit Massa, we've got a puncher on the left tyre, and Massa is completely just been blown up there. But oh my god, that was, we just got it completely wrong, the gear. We just tried to keep really tight on Magnussen, and then we just went a bit too wide, got on the grass, and then that just chucked us into the Pirelli sign. That wasn't too bad, but the fact I came back on track then with a bit of momentum, and then Massa just completely, we almost sort of T-boned almost. So yeah, unfortunately we're down to 20th place now. I'm going to have to make this pit stop as well, which will mean we maybe go down the order even more, unless there's other people still to go through. No, 21st place now, so I think that will be the end of it, because I think Massa is out of the Grand Prix maybe. I think he is, because he's 22nd place there. So unfortunately we've taken out Massa. Luckily no penalty for us, because we really couldn't do anything about it. It was just just momentum from hitting the Pirelli sign that caused us going back on track. So the FIA can't do anything to us. That's just a bit unfortunate there, and we sort of hindered ourselves anyway in 20th place, so that's punishment enough. So here we go on to lap 4. We're gonna have to try and make these places up. So again, re-overtaking Verne. We overtook him earlier in the Grand Prix. He's probably surprised to see us. So we're on the option tyre now, because we were on the prime tyre. So if it doesn't rain, we're good for in terms of staying on the option tyres now. We use both compounds. But here on to lap 7 now. It's taken us a while to catch up to 18th place Chilton. It took us like 5 laps to catch up to Chilton in 18th place. So yeah, big hindrance here to have that contact with Massa and that off trying to overtake Magnussen. But we're trying to make the places up. We're up to 18th place now by lap 7. Continuing on later on to lap 7, we're closing up on Kobayashi. He's going very slowly. We could dive down the inside of him, and we just about get it squeezed out. We touched tyres a little bit, but yeah, that was a bit of a risky move. But I've got to make the moves that risky really to try and catch up back to the pack. As you can see on the mini-map, they're quite far away, to be honest, so we've got to really make this count, make every overtake as fast as possible. So here we go, on to lap 8, through the first corner, getting a really good exit on that corner with DRS, overtaking Ericsson, very easy for 16th place. So we're really powering through now, trying to catch up to the pack, trying to gain any time we can on any of these corners, and really just basically when we're overtaking cars, not make it much of an issue, like we've not lost too much time trying to overtake them. So here we go on lap 9 now, right behind Gutierrez, coming towards the stadium section. We're getting quite a nice slipstream here. Can we maybe make a move down the inside? Oh, lovely stuff down the inside of Gutierrez into the stadium section once more. Stadium fans have got a good seat. They bought the correct seat today. Plenty of action through there, so they must be cheering quite a lot for action like that, and I'm sure there's some action like that up front with that pack pretty close on the minimap, you can see. But I think my teammate Vettel is got a bit of a gap to the Mercedes, so we'll see what happens up front. Alonso's 13th at the moment up front, but we don't know who's leading the race at the moment. I suspect it's a Mercedes car. I don't think it's Vettel at the moment. But here we go on lap 13 now, right behind Fiat, and hopefully won't put up too much of a fight, being a Toro Rosso car, but obviously we're going to try and make it easy as possible. Hopefully we can get him on the exit of this corner, because it seems the AI are very slow on this exit. Here we go with DRS, slipstream Fiat, and here we go down the inside, easy, dials it into 12th place, and as I said, easy move. So yeah, seems the AI just have a very weird kind of acceleration pattern, and they just don't accelerate enough of that first corner. It's always been in the game. In F1 2012, I believe it was also a case where they were just so slow off that corner for some annoying reason, really. So here we go on lap 15 now, right behind Maldonado, and we're only up to P12 on lap 15. So by Ultramod standards, this is been quite a bad race so far in terms of performance. Here we go down the inside of Maldonado, around the outside on the right hand side of him on that on that long back straight, and we're up to 11th place now. So one position outside the points now. Only 15 laps gone, so we still got plenty of time to get into the points. try and get a good recovery. So here we go. Raikkonen's going to the pit. Look like some other people are going to the pit, so hopefully we'll be gaining some positions here. Obviously, as we're out of sync on the pit stop. So here we go. Our tyres are quite worn. We're up to P6 at the moment, but as I said, as you can see, the tyres are quite worn, so we're going to have to make a pit stop now as well for the option tyre, for another set of options. So we really are going for a prime option to the end, maybe, unless it rains. It's overcast conditions right now. It's been that way since the start of the race, so I just don't know. But those tyres are definitely worn there on the graphic, as you can see, the front left, especially red and orange. So here we go into the pits now in 6th place, but obviously we're going to drop down the order. But here we go. Hopefully the guys can make a good pit stop here, and we're actually going to the prime tyres. Actually, I forgot to mention that we are going to the prime tyres. We're going to go a bit longer now, as I know we did the prime stint in the beginning, but to be honest, the primes go a lot longer. And from what you guys can remember from season 1 here at Germany, when I was in the Williams car, the option tyre didn't go too long on high fuel, but on lower fuel it did, and the prime tyre was much better on higher fuel. So between those cutting of highlights, I decided to go into the prime tyre actually for this next pit stop and go much longer, to hopefully maybe around, we're talking maybe lap 40 to lap 45. We'll see how it goes. That's 25 laps on the primes, but I think they can handle them. So here we go on to lap 20 now, in 11th place at the moment. So it looks like we've got ahead of Raikkonen actually. Raikkonen's behind us, so we've sort of jumped him in the pit stops, because he was ahead of us before the pit stop phases. So maybe one of these cars hasn't pit yet, because we're still in 11th place, but we're ahead of Raikkonen now. So definitely one of these cars hasn't pit, but we made 2 overtaking moves in 1 corner down to the hairpin, up to 9th place. Great stuff. Really didn't even have to make any effort, really. Just in the braking zone, got them for 9th place. So that's really good on lap 20 now. So we're going to cut later on into the Grand Prix now. Lap 21, right behind Button here. Can we try and maybe get him? We tried to get his teammate into this section. Didn't really work last time. Huge crash. So let's hopefully get this done a bit easier. Having to kind of slow down a little bit. He sort of brake checked us there, didn't he, into that corner on the left-hander. But here we go, right up his gearbox. We're getting so close. He must have a mirror full of us. Here we go. It always seems like we have a fight with Button. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's sort of nice. Obviously, you guys know Button, my favourite driver. It's always nice to have a fight with him, but it's kind of, it's stopped being a coincidence that we always have a fight with him in this series. But here we go, DRS on the right-hand side of him. Here we go, down the inside, and we got him for 8th place. This time, I'm thinking maybe not too much of a fight, as we do have the speed, but oh god, he did come back at us a bit on the mirrors, and down the straight, maybe. We don't have DRS, I don't think so. He'll have DRS, but we cut away now to lap 24. He did not get us. Here we go, in 8th place, trying to get 7th place now. Got DRS, so we're within 1 second of Perez. Here we go on lap 24, down the inside. He's also got DRS from the back of Hulkenberg, his teammate, but he wasn't able to capitalise on that. The Force India of Perez going very slowly, in fact. He wasn't anywhere near Hulkenberg, and yeah, he had DRS open. So we're up to 7th place now on lap 26. We're still in 7th, chasing down his teammate Hulkenberg. Here we go, really nice exit once more. The AI very slow off that exit. Kind of annoying, really, because we're making a lot of the moves just because of that exit speed. But we're up to 7th place, hopefully now. Hulkenberg squeezing us up to 6th now. Hulkenberg down to 7th now. And Hamilton set the fast lap of the Grand Prix, so perhaps he is winning the race at the moment, which, if you recall, isn't too great, because if we stay in 6th place or maybe go up to 5th, that's not going to be too great, because if Hamilton's winning the race, he's going to get some points on us. He was 2nd in the championship, you know, obviously, if you remember on the standings from the last race. So if he's still winning by the end of it, he may be closing in on us. But that's enough of that story. Here we go, cutting on to lap 29 now. As you can see, it is getting a bit darker now. You can see the spits of rain, hopefully, on near the car. You can see the little spits there. We're in 6th place at the moment. Alonso 5th. Hamilton is winning the race. I believe Vettel is 2nd. Rosberg 3rd. And then 4th, I'm going to guess maybe... I actually can't really guess who it could be in 4th place. I'm completely stumped who it could be in 4th place. But anyways, let's concentrate on our race now. We're in 6th place at the moment on lap 30. As I said, the rain is coming now. So hopefully in a few laps' time we can go into the intermediate tyres and try and gain some more positions. Alonso a little bit ahead of us. We've got a nice gap, healthy gap, to Hulkenberg at the moment, and Vettel, as I said, in 2nd place. So in the championship, we've got to make a move on if we want to try and close, you know, kind of do the damage limitation at the moment. We've done a good job so far to get up to 6th place, considering we were 21st, and it took us, what, till lap 7 just to get up to P19, which was a bit crazy. But here we go into lap 31 now, into the pits now for the intermediate tyres. Maybe a little bit early compared to some of the other AI cars. It looks like some of the other cars have stayed out, like the front runners in front of me from P5 to P1 have stayed out. So we're maybe 1 lap early on the intermediates, but I'm feeling like I think by the time we get round the lap, it will be time for the intermediate tyres. And I think, did the Caterham just put on option tyres? Did anyone see that? If someone pauses the video, I think the Caterham put on option tyres, I think, for some reason. Yeah, he has. What an absolute idiot. What has he done? The Caterham's put on option tyres for some reason. We're down to 8th place at the moment because we've made that pit stop that no one has at the moment. It looks like all the AI cars have gone to the dry tyres and they made their pit stop now, or just staying out still on the option tyres. And we're coming later on to the lap. We're right behind Button now. He's on the prime tyres still, so it's not quite complete intermediate conditions, but it's pretty much there. We're gaining on him. And here we go, really easy move for 7th place. So it is definitely time now, I think, for intermediates. As you can see, the spray is coming off my tyres. So, yeah, very odd. Very, very odd from the AI. So here we go. We're cutting to lap 41 now. It's definitely now intermediate conditions. You can see the spray is coming off Alonso's car. We're closing right on him, and Bottas is right there. As you can see, that is the man. That is the mystery man that was in 4th place from earlier. So here we go. We're right behind Alonso in the slipstream. Obviously, no DRS in wet conditions. But here we go up into Richmond because I saved a bit of fuel for this straight. Here we go. Can we maybe get Alonso? We're in the slipstream. We're gaining. We're getting very close to him. He's trying to make a move on Bottas. We made a move on him and maybe Bottas down the inside. Oh, God, lovely move down the inside for 2 cars, 4th place. We've made a lot of moves to 2 cars this race, a lot of 2-car moves. But that was really nice because Alonso was trying to overtake Bottas, obviously. So Bottas was just concentrating on Alonso. So he was maybe caught a bit napping when I came down the inside of both of them. So, yeah, really nice move for 4th place. So, Rosberg 3rd, as I said. Vettel 2nd, and Hamilton is still winning the race. So, whoa, there's a bit of a gap to Rosberg there, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. So, I don't think we can get Rosberg, unfortunately. I think this is gonna be the best position we can get with that huge gap. But here we go, cutting later onto the Grand Prix now, getting onto lap 50 nearly. And as you can see, the rain has stopped. It's starting to dry out, and I think it's time for the dry tyres. You can see the intermediate tyres have actually worn out a little bit, which is quite surprising. And I think it's time for the dry tyres, definitely. We can come into the pits now for the set of option tyres that will take us through to the end. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, 17 laps. That's quite a long way, but I think we can do it. I think that can take us to the end. 17 laps. That shouldn't be a problem on low fuel with the option tyres. So I think we're going to the end. So here we go. Oh, God, we got held up in the pits a little bit there. That's a 4-point-something second stop, but we've really overtaken whoever held us up there. Alonso's still behind us in 4th place. We're 3rd still, thankfully, so no harm done with that slower pit stop, and we come out. As I said, Rosberg's got quite a gap to us, so I think this may be the best position we can hope for at the moment. So now we're just going to go to the end, hopefully defend our position. As I said, as you could see, Alonso was right there, so hopefully he doesn't get us. Here we cut on to lap 57, talking about Alonso getting us. Here we go, we're going to the pit straight now. We've gone a bit slower there on the exit, and Alonso's right on the left-hander of us. He's got DRS as well. He's on the prime tyres though, so he's on the slower tyre, but he's got DRS with us. He's going to overtake us for 4th place. Unfortunately, we just can't get him on the braking zone as well. We have to tuck in behind him, and Alonso's got us for 4th place. 10 laps to go. Can we get Alonso back? Here we go in the slipstream. We're gaining on him once more on the Ferrari. Here we go. Can we maybe go down the inside or the outside? This next corner. We're going to maybe try down the inside. No, we think better of it. We're going to have to be patient here. We can't make a hasty move. We've got 10 laps to go now. This is not the time for risk like we did at the beginning of the Grand Prix. At the beginning, we could risk everything. Now, we have to protect everything. Here we go with DRS down to the left hand on the right hander, down the inside. Can we maybe make it? He's gone a bit wide though, Alonso. Can we try and get him on the exit? We're going to get a good exit here onto the back straight. Here we go. We're going to have DRS obviously within 1 second. Here we go, slipstreaming him. Here we go, down the inside, left-hander, getting very close. He's squeezing us quite a lot there, but we've got 4th place back from Alonso. And we've got 4th place back. No, God, no, Jesus, we locked up quite horribly, though. Alonso's going to come back at us. He's re-overtaken us there as we're looking back in our mirrors. And he's re-overtaken us, but we're going to re-overtake him now. Back for 4th place. And hopefully now, fingers crossed, we've got 4th place now. Solidified 4th place. Thank you. Bit of a lock-up there. But I think we now can say we've got 4th place. Yeah, bit of a breather there. Let's calm it down. Here we go, on to lap 66. This is actually the last lap of our Grand Prix because Hamilton has lapped us. He's lapped us. He's at absolutely mega pace there. And, yeah, unfortunately, after we had that squabble with Alonso, we just didn't have enough time, enough laps to really catch Rosberg. As you can see there, he's only 4-point-something ahead of us, but just not enough laps. I mean, if there were maybe 10 more laps in the Grand Prix, we maybe could have caught him. but we just have the absolute outright pace. Obviously, also, we went 17 laps on these option tyres, so they didn't have the actual longevity to keep on going at the same pace. So we're close to Rosberg, unfortunately, just weren't able to get him. So 4th place looks like is going to be the best we can do here for damage limitation. Bottas behind us now, so he's overtaken Alonso. But what does this mean in the championship? Hamilton's winning, Vettel in 2nd and Rosberg 3rd. All 3 of those are basically my rivals, so they're going to gain on me in the championship, unfortunately, but that's the best we could have hoped for. So we did damage limitation, but to be honest, we haven't really limited any of the damage from these 3 finishing ahead of us. Hamilton wins the race, their confirmation. Vettel in 2nd place, Rosberg 3rd, Bottas behind me in 5th, and Alonso goes down to 6th, I believe. So here we go through the last corner for 4th place at the German Grand Prix. It's the best we could hope for, As you can see by my tone of voice, still a bit disappointed there, because, you know, it would have been good if we could maybe get a podium and maybe try and at least overtake one of those 3 guys. But we got 4th place. That is the best possible position we could have hoped for, I guess, here, starting, 21st place by the end of lap 1. So great job there from the guys as well, and my pit crew to do the best job they could do. Hamilton wins the race, as I said, Vettel in 2nd, Rosberg 3rd, myself in 4th place. So let's see what this means for the championship. Here we go with the driver's standings. We're still in 1st place, as I said, but the gap has closed with Hamilton and myself. Vettel and Rosberg have also closed in, so it's definitely looking like it's a 4-way battle right now for the championship. Obviously, we're about the halfway stage, so it's still a long way to go in this season, but you know, it's all about momentum swings in F1. At the moment, I think I'm still on my momentum swing. We'll just hopefully need to try and get a good result in Hungary next race. But if you guys did enjoy that episode, then do give it a like. Comment below what you thought. There have been some absolutely lovely comments in the last few episodes, guys, so thank you for that. And the likes have been absolutely amazing. The support has been amazing on this series so far, so thank you guys ever for that. Subscribe if you're new around here for more F1 like this and real-life F1 analysis with my Let's Talk series starting up for a year-long series. But again, if you did enjoy that, give it a like. And here in the Constructors, Red Bull still leading here. So me and Vettel, quite a good partnership. Obviously, we've had our differences, but we've got a good thing going on here at the moment. We're ahead of Mercedes right now, which is an absolutely amazing job considering their dominance. But yeah, I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Again, give it a like if you did enjoy it. Comment below what you thought. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time.